Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Wanted to seek the blessings of Radha Madhava, Radha Shyam Sundar, Krishna Balaram, Bal Gopal, Nrsimhadev, Bhagavan Jagannath, Baladev Subhadra, Gaur Nitai, Tulsi Mani, Haridas Thakur, Guru Parampara, Srila Prabhupada, Guru Maharaj, and the assembled devotees. So we're in the 9th canto, chapter 22, which is entitled The Descendants of Ajamita. This chapter describes the descendants of Divodas and also describes Jarasandha, who belonged to the Raksha dynasty, as well as Duryodhan, Arjun, and others. So, the son of Divodash was Mitrayu, who had 4 sons, one after the other: Shyavan, Sudas, Sahadev, and Somak. Somak had 100 sons, of whom the youngest was Prashata, from whom Draupada was born. Draupada is a very interesting character in Mahabharata. Draupada's daughter was Draupadi, and his sons were headed by Dristadumna. So Dristadumna's son was Dristaketu. So here we go. Divodas, and we have the 4 sons, 198, so 100 sons of Sumaka. Then we have Draupad, from whom Draupadi came, Dristadumna and Dristaketu. Another son of Ajamita, who is a son of Hasti, was named Raksha. From Raksha came a son named Samvarana. And from Samvarana came Kuru, the king of Kurukshetra. So Kuru is an interesting name. Kuru had 4 sons: Parikshi, Sudhanu, Janu, and Nishada. Among the descendants in the dynasty from Sudhanu were Sohotra, Shyavan, Kriti, and Uparichara Vasu. The sons of Uparichara Vasu, including Britarata, Kushamba, Matsya, Pratagra, and Chepida, became kings of the Chedi state. In the dynasty from Brihadrata came Kushagra, Rishabha, Satyahita, Pushpavan, and Jahu. And from Brihadrata, through the womb of another wife, came Jarasandha. Jarasandha, another very interesting character. Very good. When the mother saw those 2 halves, she rejected them. But later, a she-demon named Jara playfully joined them and said, "Come to life, come to life." Thus the son named Jarasandha was born. So there's quite a history behind Jarasandha. He was born in 2 halves, and his mother rejected him. But a demon called Jara, she put them together, 2 halves. And then Jarasandha was born. So because the demon's name was Jara, his name became Jarasandha. So we've been through this. A lot of names. And Jarasandha, his son was Sahadev, who was a very pious king. Somapadi, Shuttavshwara. And then these are the descendants of Janu, another son of Kuru. Nobody stands out as such here. Descendants of Janu. Jarasandha's son was Sahadev, whose son was Somapi, whose son was Shuttashrava. Parikshi, the son of Kuru, had no sons. Among the descendants of Janu were Shuratha, Viduratha, Sarvabhauma, Jayasena, Radhika, Ayutayu, Akrodana, Devatiti, Raksha, Dilip, and Pratipa. So the sons of Pratipa were Devapi, Shantanu, and Bahalika. Devapi left the kingdom of his father and went to the forest. So Shantanu is another very interesting character in the Mahabharata. He became the king. Shantanu, in his previous life was known as Mahabhisha, had the ability to transform anyone from old age to youth simply by touching that person with his hands. His name was Shantanu. He was able to make everyone happy. So Shantanu means making everybody happy, I presume. Once, when there was no rainfall in the kingdom for 12 years, and the king consulted his learned Brahminic advisors, they said, "You are faulty for enjoying the property of your elder brother. For the elevation of your kingdom and home, you should return the kingdom to him." Wow. So Shantanu went to the forest and requested Devapi to take charge of the kingdom. Previously, however, Shantanu's minister, Ashvavara, had instigated some Brahmins to induce Devapi to transgress the injunctions of the Vedas and then thus make himself unfit for the post of ruler. Therefore, when asked by Shantanu, he did not agree to accept the post of ruler. Under the circumstances, Shantanu again became the king, and Indra, being pleased, showered rains. Devapi later took to the path of mystic yoga to control his mind and senses and went to the village named Kalapa Grama, where he is still living. Interesting. So Devapi, very powerful. In this Kali Yuga, when the descendants of Soma, known as Chandravamsa, the linear dynasty, died out, Devapi, at the beginning of Satya Yuga, will re-establish the dynasty of the moon. The wife of Shantanu is named Ganga, gave birth to Bhishma. One of the 12 authorities, Bhishma Dev, was the greatest warrior. When he defeated Lord Pashuram in a fight due to the kidnapping of the 3 daughters of Kashiraj, and one of the daughters, Amba, insisted that Bhishma Dev marry her, petitioning Pashuram for help. Lord Pashuram was very satisfied with Bhishma. By the semen of Shantanu in the womb of Satyavati, Chitrangad took birth. 2 sons named Chitrangad and Vichitravirya were also born from the womb of Satyavati. The daughter of a fisherman by the semen of Shantanu. Chitrangada was killed by a Gandharva who was also named Chitrangada. Of the 3 princes mentioned above, Vichitravirya married Ambika and Ambalika. But because he was too attached to these 2 wives, he had a heart attack and died of tuberculosis. Previously, Vyasadeva was born from Satyavati by the semen of Parasar Muni. So, right. As requested by Satyavati, because her 2 sons died, so Vichitravirya and Chitarangada, they both died. So Satyavati, she was wondering what to do, but she had another son by the sage Parasar. His name is Vyasadeva. So then she requested him, "You have to impregnate the queens, Amba and Ambalika." Because her 2 sons died and there was need to continue the dynasty. Through the womb of the 2 wives, children came, and also a maidservant of Vichitravirya. So Vyasadeva, when he came to serve his mother, Satyavati, and she asked him, please, make children. So the two queens became very frightened. One of them closed her eyes when he went to see her. So her son was born blind, and his name is Dhritarashtra. And the other son, other queen, when Vyasadeva went to see her, she became very frightened. She became pale. So her son, Pandu, was born somewhat pale. So Vyasadeva begot Dhritarashtra, Pandu, and Vidur. Now, who's Vidur's mother? So the queen, Satyavati, asked Amba and Ambika to try again so that she could have a proper king to rule the world. But they were too frightened. They sent their maid. And the maid was very respectful. She knew this is Vyasadeva. This is a highly saintly person. She was very respectful. And from her came Vidur. And Vidur is the sanest out of all of the three. The greatest, one of the greatest. Vyasadeva instructed the history of the Bhagavatam to his son Sukadev. Dhritarashtra had 100 sons, headed by Duryodhana, and one daughter named Dushala. Pandu was restrained from sex life because of having been cursed by a sage, and the Pandavas were born as follows. So interesting how Interesting how Pandu could not have any children, but somehow or other, by the grace of Kunti Mata, his wife, they managed to have children through the womb of Kunti. There was Yudhishthir, begot by Dharamraj, the lord of religion. So Kunti had a boon. She could call upon any devata who would come and give her a child. She called upon Dharamraj. Yudhishthir was born. She called upon Vayu, Bhim, the strong, very strong, ultra strong Bhim was born. She then also called upon Indra, king of heaven. Arjun was born. And then through the womb of Pandu's second wife, Madri, she gave birth to Nakul and Sahadev, who were begot by the two Ashwini Kumaras, demigods. The 5 brothers, therefore, begot 5 sons through the womb of Draupadi. These 5 sons are your uncles and are Pativindya, Shuttasena, Shuttakirti, Satannika, and Shuttakarma. Furthermore, Yudhishthira and his brothers begot other sons in other wives. Yudhishthira begot a son, Devaka, through Pauravi. Bhimsen begot a son, Gatokchat. I don't know what that say. Gatokchak. Gatokach.
It's Gatogach.
Gatokach. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Today's episode today's Bhagavatam is very interesting.
Yeah.
We have done this before.
Yes.
But it's refreshing the mind.
It is refreshing, yes. Very
Hare
true.
Krishna, Prabhuji.
You. Very good. Very good. Bhimsen begot a son, yes, through Hidimba, and a son called Sarvagata through Kali. Sahadev had Suhotra through Vijaya, the daughter of the king of the mountains. Nakul begot a son named Naramitra through his wife named Karen Mati. Arjun begot a son, Iravan, through Ulupi, the daughter of the Nagas, and a son named Bharuvahana by the womb of the princess of Manipur.
Prabhuji,
Hmm.
Hare Krishna. All the Pandus had boys?
Pandavas were all boys. I think that's right. Yeah.
They all got boys, yeah? No girls.
No girls.
All right. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
That's true. That's true. No girls. Yeah. Parikshit's father, Abhimanyu, was born from the womb of Subhadra as a son of Arjun. And he, Parikshit, was born, i.e., Parikshit himself, who Sukadev is talking to, was born from the womb of Uttara, the daughter of Viradraj. Maharaj Parikshit had 4 sons, Janame-jaya, Shutasena, Bhimasena, and Ugrasena. Because of Parikshit's death by the Takshak snake, Janame-jaya was very angry and performed a sacrifice to kill all the snakes in the world. After conquering throughout the world and accepting Tura, the son of Kalasha, as his priest, Janamejaya will perform Ashwamedha Yagyas, for which he will be known as Turaga Medhasat. From Janamejaya would come a son called Satarika, and following in the dynasty would be Sahasranika, Ashwamedhaja, Asima Krishna, Nemichakra, Chitrarata, Suchitratra. Wow, a lot of names, huh? Vristiman, Susena, Sunita, Chakshu, Sukhinala, Pariplava, Sunnaya, Metavi. So these are all these are the future kings. So he's just telling the future. Nipranjaya, Durvatimi, Brihadrata, Sudas, Sattanika, Durdamana, Mahinara, Dandapani, Nimi, and Shemaka. These are future kings to come. There they are. Wow. The last monarch, Shemaka.
Hare
Sukadeva
Krishna,
Goswami.
Prabhuji. Was it after the Parikshit or after
Oh
the
yeah, after.
after the
Yeah.
Janmedijaya?
Many years after. Many years. Many years.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
How? Oh no, it's all right. Don't worry. I don't want to know that. I just wanted to say that how many years he ruled, Parikshit Maharaj. And then this thing happened, and
Many
yes,
years. Yeah, no, he
yes,
ruled for many years.
yeah.
I can't remember exactly how many. Maybe 20, 30 years. Was it 100 years? Maybe. Yeah, it was quite a
Okay.
long time. Long time.
All right. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Thank you so much. Sukadeva Goswami then predicted the kings of the Magad dynasty. Sahadev, the son of Jarasan, would beget. Oh, predicted the kings. Okay, so this is the prediction. Sahadev, son of Jarasan, would beget Marjari, and from him would come Shutasrava. Subsequently taking birth in the dynasty would be Yuyutayu, Niramitra, Sunakshatra, Bhatsena, Karmajit, Sutanjaya, Vipra, Suchi, Shema, Suvrata, Dharmashutra, Sama, Dyumat Sena, Sumati, Shubhala, Sunita, Satyajit, Vishwajit, and Ripurn Jaya. Wow. So, this is the descendants of Jarasandh. Jarasandh was a bit of a demon, but his son was very good. Okay, I think we stop there. That was a marathon. So, any questions, any comments? So here Sukadev Goswami is giving a good idea of who's in the line of Parikshit, Pandavas, and the Kauravas. Okay, we can stop there. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai.